Get over here!
We may have to play defensive and, like, use this as a choke point. The problem is these gargoyles are going to show up, like... Oh, wait a minute.
Axe Reaver. Yeah, check everybody's weapons, too.
Mm-hmm. I also wanted to check if any of them were death goyles.
They have a different sprite, so I knew they weren't death goyles, but... Yeah, they're just kind of in an annoying spot, so yeah, maybe we should try to keep to that.
Yeah. Here's what we can do. Couple characters I know for a fact can take them is Gilliam. So maybe if we have Gilliam here, that'll also proc this Doog.
Yeah.
And he can take a few hits.
Okay.
Let's move you all the way back here, actually. Because we may need you to deal with, those, gargoyles coming in from the other side.
Yeah, they're just not quite in the right spot for us to deal with them.
Thankfully, it doesn't seem like they can fly too far. So, as long as we're here, we should be safe. Oh, yeah, okay, so this guy has got a javelin, right?
Yeah.
That actually is perfectly fine for Inez to be here, and for, Ross to be here with a hand axe.
Okay. Might also go after Soleil.
Let's, well, no, he can't reach Soleil.
Oh, good.
Yeah, those other two gargoyles can only reach Gilliam.
Okay.
And that one has a javelin, who's probably gonna target Gilliam because ranged. We're gonna have Vanessa come up here as well, so that she can do something as well.
Okay.
Tethys, dance for the experience. So, relating to our previous conversation, how did you feel about Fire Emblem introducing gay characters?
I mean, I thought it was perfectly natural, yeah. I don't think it was handled with the utmost grace.
Yeah,
first.
I don't think so either, because like it was also kind of just like, not to necessarily like not to necessarily speak down about it, like just gonna say that outright right now, but it did feel like they were kind of sort of like checking off a box the way it was handled, if you ask me.
It did feel a little bit like that. Also, it is kind of a different thing taking like something that was made in Japan because they're gonna have their own.
Yes.
Like,
glad we decided to have Gilliam tank that, because that's a horse slayer.
I think it is really, really weird that Soleil can only marry men.
Yeah, for real though! Soleil totally should have been, like... It totally should have been bi.
Yeah, I don't know if something was lost in translation or what, but... Even for... Fates, which had, like... Fates would have, like, everybody was straight, except, like, a couple characters could be bi for Corrin.
Yeah, yeah.
That was, like, how it worked. But Soleil can't even be bi for Corrin.
Yeah, you would think Soleil would be one of them.
Because Soleil's, like, entire personality is like, hey, I'm a girl, and I like cute girls.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she even says when she courts male Corrin, she's like, well, I like girls more, but I guess I like you.
The thing is like, even in her intro chapter, after you recruit her, Laszlo straight up tells someone, like, they were, like, asking about the fact that, like, she was, like, courting a woman after, like, the chapter was over, and, like, Laszlo straight up is like, yes, she likes men and she likes women. Is there a problem with that?
Yeah.
And the guy was like, no, there is no problem with that.
Yeah, I like that moment a lot, but...
So it gives!
Yeah.
Why backpedal? Why that?
I wonder if that happened in translation or what.
Like, I'm willing to bet it must have, because that is a very strange exclusion.
Yeah.
At least to me.
I mean, Fire Emblem especially, I would prefer, as opposed to Engage, then where, like, the only romance options really are, like, with your character.
Yeah.
With your main character. Same with Three Houses. I'd rather go with, like, back to, like, how the GBA games did it, where, like, there were some like random pairings that could court if you supported them. But I understand that's a lot to program.
Yeah. I will say that, like, I do think they are handling it a little bit better. Like, you know, I think maybe Fates was kind of the whole thing where it's like they were testing the waters, and then later on things started to get a little bit more.
Fates was like the awkward first steps into inclusion.
Yeah, and then like Three Houses like kind of just ran with it after that because
Yeah.
like while some of them are still kind of don't make sense. I'm sorry, Claude should have totally been by, but like some other characters, like it definitely makes sense. Like Dorothea, like
Yeah.
I think they handled Dorothea beautifully in regards to that, along with Petra.
Dorothea also, because for the most part, I guess what I worry about with bi characters in Fire Emblem is that they're that way just for the player's own like wish fulfillment. But like, I mean, that's fine. That's a lot what these games are about. So.
Exactly,
Just-
and
yeah.
even with that context, like. Even if like it does feel like that is the case, it doesn't stop Dorothea from still being a wonderfully written character.
Yeah, and Dorothea actually does feel like her sexuality is written into her character, is like a part of her personality.
A couple of other characters that I feel like are that way as well is Petra, because like Petra's also hinted at being at like, you know, having those sorts of like that sort of leaning, but like it's not in the forefront. It definitely feels a lot more in the forefront with a character like Dorothea.
Yeah.
But and then there's like another one is shockingly Shamir.
Yeah.
There's a recent there was a recent update to Fire Emblem Heroes that included her and Catherine as a duo unit for the beach for the summer beach thing, right?
Yeah.
And Shamir just straight up says that in Dagda, people just marry whoever they want regardless.
Yeah.
And yeah, who else are a couple of characters that are like that are from Dagda or like close to Dagda? Because like again, Petra has relations to Dagda, being from Brigid. So yeah, Three Houses I feel like was like that bigger step in the right direction.
Yeah.
if that makes any
I'm not
sense.
like gold star, but like I think it's fine.
It worked.
Yeah.
Like it worked.
Yeah, I
for
think
what
it
it
works.
was. It worked for what it did.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, still progress needs to be made. But what I can do here is I can put Ross right here with the hand axe so that we can make a bigger safe space.
What I thought was really interesting, actually, was in Shadows of Valencia. I think it's Leon, the archer who follows Valbar.
Oh,
around.
yeah.
And in their support, like Leon is gay and Valbar is straight, and Leon has an unrequited love
Yep.
for Valbar, and they just kind of like have to deal with it, and like I like that a lot.
I actually really appreciated that too.
because that's like a real thing that can happen.
Yeah, no, I actually appreciated Leon as a character.
And
in
Valbar's like,
in
look,
Shadows
dude,
of Valencia.
I accept you. I don't roll that way. And Leon's
Uh-huh.
like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, Leon's like, you know what? Fine, I understand. That's not going to stop me, however, from treating
being-
you like a
yeah.
king and protecting you with everything that I have because I love you that much.
I'm still a sad, sad boy.
Nah, Leon's great. Okay, so we got a bit of a situation.
Yeah, I was afraid of something like this.
Let me see what Vanessa can do here. Not great. Yeah, we may have to like form a bit of a wall here after we deal with this dude.
I think that's what we'll be doing. Yeah.
Yeah, the good thing is that like we can deal with this dude very easily by doing this. Nice one, Vanessa! And this is why I'm glad we brought a flyer here.
Now let's remember one of those gargoyles has an axe reaver.
Thank you for reminding me. Which one has it? That guy's...
Oh, one of them has a javelin too.
Yeah. This guy's got the Axe Reaver. Yeah, unfortunately, the best thing we can do right now is just full retreat. We kind of have to, like, crowd into this, like, space over here.
Yeah, and like make a wall with our 3 or 4 tankiest units. I mean,
Let me actually see how he does against the Axe Reaver. Not terrible.
Yeah, it's not like an all-out death sentence.
But that's still 15 damage coming at him.
Yeah. I guess retreat Natasha. Oh, yeah, this is an interesting idea.
I'm going to try something. It's a little risky, but it'll put us in a better position.
Okay.
Let's try this first.
Inez going on the offensive.
Next, Erica. Not good enough.
Lance Reaver? Will that do anything?
Well, Axe Reaver.
Yeah.
Remember.
Yeah, I always need a reminder of how that works when you have two different Reavers. I mean, you can dance for Inez and give him another shot to kill somebody.
Here's the thing what I want to do, is I want to dance for Inez, but kill this guy first, so that Inez can go here and longbow one of those guys.
Can Garrett get up to
Garrett can't.
Reaver?
Saleh!
Okay.
Okay, the Axe Reaver's down. Because if we can take out this guy with the Javelin, we're going to be in a much better spot.
Yeah.
We have units to rescue Tethys if we need to.
Yeah. Yeah, we have Ford and Franz. We also have Gilliam to plug somewhere because he'll take on pretty much anything. Yep, that's it right there.
Just gonna make sure that that is the guy with the javelin. Yes, and I am in no fear of Inez dying from one of these guys.
Yeah. Yeah, he can take a single lance attack.
Well done, Inez. What do you expect from the Prince of Frelia? Now get our defenses shored up. Yeah, we're on it.
Yeah, if you want, we can just, like, stand around Soleil. Problem is he can fly around. So
No, he can't.
Oh.
If we put Garrick after a heal from Natasha. Okay, I think we got it. So if we put Garrick there, equip with the Iron Sword. Gotcha!
Oh, okay.
Gotcha, baby! Haha! Yep, and what we can do here is we can put,
Gilliam?
Yep. Gilliam right there. Equip with the Iron Lance. Bada bing, bada boom, baby!
Okay.
Yes!
Alright.
Alright, yeah, that trick with Inez worked out. And again, I don't fear for Inez's life in this situation.
Yeah.
Sure enough. You could have dodged a 39, Inez. Come on.
Just stands there.
I don't run from danger. This is why I told you to stay behind me, Inez. I still have a debt to pay, Erica. You stay back there. Like hell I will. Ignore them, Ross. Right. Okay. Yeah, Inez and Erica are a total odd couple.
This seems like an Inez kind of move to just stand there and take the lance.
Alright, so yeah, now that we've taken care of that, my biggest issue... Oh, no, actually, we can proc the Duke without proccing the Mogul. So, we can go from there.
Okay.
But let's deal with this guy first.
Watch your head!
I told you to watch your head. I thought you were talking to me, Ross. Oh no, you're just gonna stand there and take hits, Prince, so I figured you'd get out of my way. You little... Okay, that was worth it. What is with these guys? I'm starting to wonder that myself. So anyway.
So I guess next is, yeah, take these moguls and finally get Ewan out of that house.
Yeah. And if we can get Ewan some levels, like, that'd be nice.
I guess if I want to say one more thing about, like, representation, Fire Emblem, or
like,
everything else.
Dude, like, go off.
If I want to say anything else, it's also that just, like, I am not the arbiter of what is good and bad representation, and you should, like...
Oh, absolutely.
Be more concerned with what other LGBT people have to say about these sorts of things.
Yeah, we are speaking as a couple of people, like, again, we have these conversations with the, what's the term for it? Disclaimer?
Yeah.
With the disclaimer that we are not paragons of the subject, all right? Like, we're a couple of white dudes. One is straight, one is ace, and like we don't. If we say something that is incorrect, please correct us.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much the long and short of that. Let's have Garrick bait this guy. Just want to make sure that mole's not... Yes. Perfect. Sorry, I wish I could turn on and off these...
Yeah. Next,
like that's one thing...
Next game you can.
Yeah, that's one thing from the new generation of Fire Emblem that I heavily appreciate. Good thing for you, Vanessa, you can kind of just fly over there. Okay, I really want to get, Artur over there, so let's dance.
Let's dance. What do you think of, with, like, MK1 now getting into it too, what do you think of all the, like, multiverse stuff that's in media now? Like, it feels like every fantasy and sci-fi franchise has something about the multiverse now.
I'm gonna admit, I'm getting a little indifferent about it. I think a lot of that is because, like, oh shoot, there's a lot going on. You want to know what it was, or you want to know what it is that I feel?
Yeah.
It's the 90s all over again, but whereas the 90s it was time travel, in today it's multiverses.
Yeah.
And not the game Multiverses, though that kind of played with it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I personally don't mind the whole multiple universe thing. I also don't mind the whole, like, time travel thing. I've seen media where they've done it well.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's getting a little oversaturated.
It's getting a little overplayed.
Yeah, overplayed. That's a good word for it.
I'm not like some people are like, oh, I am so sick of the multiverse now, and like I get that, but
yeah, like I'm not gonna say that I'm sick of it, but it is telling how much of it there is right now.
Because it's not a new sci-fi concept. It's been around forever. It's just there's a lot more mainstream stuff that's about it now. Because everything from the MCU since Endgame pretty much has been about the multiverse.
Yep.
Yeah, the DC movies started getting into the multiverse.
And again, like, the multiverse, like, the whole thing with the multiverse isn't a bad thing. It's just, again, there's just a lot of it going on right now, and it is getting a little bit, a little bit old, I guess you could say. Like,
I think the danger of multiverse storylines is that knowing that there's infinite universes and infinite versions of everyone can, like, if you're not careful, it can water down the stakes of your story really quickly.
Yeah, especially because, like, it's similar to the time travel problem, is that you kind of have to, like, if you're writing a time travel story, if you're writing a multiverse story, like, you kind of have to take into account the butterfly effect. And suddenly your story feels like it has to take into account for every single possibility that can happen in your story.
Yeah.
And if you do that, you're going to get a case of, oh shoot, like, there's too many factors playing into this and playing into that. Which is actually kind of funny too, because, You've seen it, but, like, Sheikah Arts and I have been working on this project called Isekai Showdown.
Yeah.
Which also deals with multiverse.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where it's
in
like...
that case, it's more like a bunch of different worlds, not, like, endless versions of the same world.
Exactly. And, like, the main thing is, like we are absolutely aware of, like, how we're handling it, because... yeah, this is just an excuse to bring, like, so many disparate characters from different universes and different possibilities coming in to fight each other.
Yeah.
And, like, You know, we're not trying to take into account multiple universes or multiple possibilities or whatnot. No, this is just a way to get a bunch of these characters, isekai them into this realm so that they can fight each other. That's pretty much all it is.
Which is kind of what every, like, crossover media is, basically.
Yeah. Like, if you want to see that situation, like, just look at Killer Instinct. That game is a kitchen sink fighting game.
Yeah. Which does not actually have a multiverse, I don't think.
It kinda doesn't. Kinda. Oh, that's a Killing Edge. Okay, I see you. Gilliam, you handle this.
Like, technically, Killer Instinct 1 and 2 are in a different continuity than Killer Instinct 2015.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not really, like... There's not a lot of plot that plays the two continuities against each other, so it's not really multiversy.
Okay, I just realized there was a mogul up there. I'm really glad that we're out of range of that thing.
Yeah.
Not that I think Gilliam couldn't take that, but Gilliam is a knight at the end of the day. He doesn't do magic.
We try not to hit him with magic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have, like, Rick and Morty, the whole point of Rick and Morty was that, like, oh, if there's endless universes, then, like, nothing would really matter.
Yeah.
It's, like, almost a, like, deconstruction of that idea of how the multiverse, like, destroys all storytelling.
That's actually one of the situations where I actually do think it's handled well, is specifically because of the fact that they address that. But, like, you know, they do that to make a point.
Yeah, like, in Season 1, there's an episode where, like, yeah, like, Morty wants to make this one girl like him.
Mm-hmm.
So they make a love potion, but it gets out of hand, and then, like, everybody in town is obsessed with Morty, and they try to fix it, but then everybody in town turns into weird mutants. And he keep being like, oh man, how are we gonna fix this problem? But then at the end of the episode, they just, like, go to a new universe and start living there instead.
Mm-hmm.
And, like... in any other show, that would be, like, a really weak ending, but the whole point of it is, like, oh, wow, yeah, like, none of this matters, and that's why a character like Rick can be so, like, negligent with everything he does, because he knows he has infinite tries at anything.
Nothing really matters to me. This guy didn't move. So I'm thinking of maybe taking him out with our Tur. If we can, like, get the two-shot with either Lightning or Shine, and that'll proc this Mogul to attack him.
Okay.
Because, again, I don't want to take chances here.
You could also maybe try to move Vanessa up there, but, like, out of range of the Killer Edge.
That's also a possibility, yeah. By the way, we got a new monster type here. We got Centaurs.
Yeah, Tarvos.
Or as the game calls them, Tarvos. Vile man-beasts who thunder into combat with colossal axes. Yeah, I don't remember the term Tarvos, and I think this is the upgraded one, Melduin. Melduin, immensely fast and strong creatures who hunt with axes and bows. This guy's got a halberd and a steel bow, which we... Oh, dude, like... Quick question.
Yeah.
If we bait him in range and he uses the steel bow instead, will the halberd become obtainable?
No, I think the steel bow is the thing that drops.
Man, that would have been nice.
Yeah.
That would have been really nice. But either way, that's our strategy, because, like, we can attack from close range at 3 different angles. So long as we bait him from range. So, like, I think that's our game plan, one way or the other. I'm gonna wait to bait that this Centaur, because something tells me that's the proc for the next reinforcements, and I want to get Ewan out of here before we do that.
Fun fact, Tarvos is named after a god from Gaulish folklore, which is, like, very, very old Irish.
Oh, really?
Folklore. And that name is reused again in Fire Emblem. It's the name of the sacred axe of Dain that gets given to Nolan in Radiant Dawn.
Oh, nuts. Yeah, that's right. I remember that now. Huh. Okay, cool. I dig it. So yeah, we got those guys to deal with. In the meantime, yeah, we're taking this slow. Yeah, they ain't moving, so Artur, let's see what you can do. 1632. Boom, baby. Well done, sir.
That sword looks very dangerous. I'm going to need you to drop it.
Screw you, I'm taking it with me.
Wow, it just disintegrated. Huh. Well, that's inconvenient. Alright. Tethys.
Oh, sister! Ewan! Are you alright? Yeah. I tried to fight those monsters, and you know what? I killed 4 of them with my magic. That's pretty good, huh? What am I going to do with you? Anyway, it's not safe here. Come with me, Ewan. You don't believe me. You watch and see. I'll show you how far I've come.
Alright, and there we go. We have Ewan, who is a pupil.
Yep.
Mages in training with lofty aspirations. Lofty.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to keep this guy alive for a couple reasons, mainly because, 1, he's a good unit, and 2, this thing.
Yeah, he's holding an energy ring.
Honestly, I'm not even taking chances. Erica, we're getting that to the, we're getting that to the convoy right about now.
Well, remember, we got the Mogul bearing down on us, too. So.
Yeah, well, the Mogul can't, attack anyone except for Artur, and Artur's going to destroy him.
Yeah.
So, let's move you over here. Ewan. You come over here. Well, actually, before that, here's what I'm going to do. Right there. And Ewan. Supply. Give that energy ring. Do we have anything else that you can use? Doesn't look like.
No. Yeah, so we need to get 10 levels on him before he even starts to be good.
Yeah. But we will work on that. In the meantime, do we want to start baiting that Tarvos and see if we can?
Yeah, what's
see
he
what we
have?
can do?
Halberd and
No,
Steel
that's the
Bow?
boss. This
Oh.
guy's just got a steel axe, and I think that's going to be Garrick's job.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
All right, let's do it. As a matter of fact, if Garrick can just weaken him, I would totally love to see Ewan kill him. All right, Tethys, you're not in range, are you? You are not. I also would like to have someone visit that house, so... As a matter of fact, what if we have Vanessa do it?
Yeah.
Like, if that guy decides to attack Vanessa, that's, like, fine with us, too. She can just use a javelin.
Okay.
I can't believe monsters have appeared here in the realm of the Great Dragon. What is the world coming to? This staff should help to protect you against the beasts. Please travel safely. Barrier staff. Okay, cool. That might come in handy later. All right, and then yeah, we pretty much are just going to tackle this as we see fit. Yeah, something tells me we're going to get the reinforcement as soon as that Tarvos moves. Does anyone need healing? We're gonna save on your healing for now, Vanessa.
There's this funny bit in Marvel Comics.
Garrick!
Nice one, Derek.
Beautiful!
Because in comics, things like the multiverse and time travel kind of become this thing where you're like, oh, well, why don't they just like reverse every problem they ever have?
Yeah.
So during the event that was like 5 years ago, Secret Empire, that's the one where Captain America was altered with a cosmic cube to think that he was a member of Hydra, and he kind of took over the U.S. So Hydra was ruling the U.S. and a lot of the superheroes were in hiding and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a part between Giant Man, who's not Hank Pym, he's this other guy in the role of Giant Man. But it's him and like Miles Morales, and they're like setting up a machine in their, hidden base to do something. And Miles is like, hey, so like the world's really like gone to crud now. Hydra's taken over. It's gonna be really hard to fight them back, but like we have access to a time machine. Can we just like go back to before we gave Captain America all that power and like stop us from doing that? And he says, well, we could do that, but that wouldn't really save us, you see. That would branch off into a new timeline where everything was better, but we'd still be here in this timeline suffering from it. That just helps a bunch of other guys. And Miles says, so screw those other guys? And he says, exactly.
Oh my god. So quick question. Is he gonna move?
Maybe.
Oh,
I don't think he does, but I'm really not sure.
that's encouraging. All right.
I'll do some research. In the meantime.
Please do. I don't want to risk another. I don't want to risk another one of those situations. Like Vanessa can proc this mogul, but like I ain't taking chances here. Especially because we have Ewan here.